Since you were last here, this happened. A demolishing of Liverpool 6-0. Just don't ask about the Carabao Cup final. Yes, folks, how is it going? And a warm welcome back to the Journey Manager. Happy Friday. I hope you've had a lovely week, and hopefully we're going to end it on a high together. Maybe getting back to the top of the Premier League. We have a game in hand on Man City. We're trailing them by 2 points, but today we are taking on Chelsea and Manchester United. That game against Manchester United is massive because they are actually still joint on points with us. The finances of the club are still looking a little on the not so good side. There was actually rumours of a board takeover at one point. They have vanquished, and apparently the owner loves the club now. We've had 2 failed takeovers in the last year. I wouldn't be surprised if we have another one before the end of the season. Obviously, we did discuss the finances of the club at the last episode, but just to put it into a little bit of perspective, in spite of the fact we're losing a lot of money, and you might think our wage budget is crazy big, it's actually only the 7th biggest in the Premier League. And when you look at someone like Man City, who are on twice as much per year as ourselves, it's kind of mad that we're only 2 points behind them. Now, of course, last episode, we absolutely demolished Man City. A 3-1 win was emphatic, and from there, we went on a great run of form. In the EFL Cup final, first leg, we won 1-0. The second leg didn't go to plan. Tottenham won 4-1. I'll be honest, I feel like the scoreline flatters them a little bit, but frankly, we just weren't good enough. It does mean our dreams of winning the Carabao Cup final fall short. I really hoped we were going to come back for that today. Obviously, we're not. As for the last few games in the Europa League run, they went rather well. We beat Trabzonspor 7-0 in this game here. Balaki with 2 goals, Everard with a goal, Souza getting loads of goals. Souza has actually been really, really good this year. In the league, he's only got 4 goals and 4 assists, but when we've played him in Europe, he's been a little demon. 5 goals in the Europa League for this man. He has been top draw. Nice to see him still improving too. We did wrap up our Europa League campaign, by the way, with one last win against Genk, 4-1. That 1 goal conceded, the first goal we've conceded in the entirety of the Europa League. In this competition, I have been rotating things a lot. In fact, you can see in this game here, Craig Thompson was given his first appearance of the season, the 3rd choice goalie brought in. Yeah, a little bit of a shame that we conceded a goal. It was a penalty, which made it all the more sad that we conceded it, especially because we were already 3-0 up. Mark got a penalty goal in this game. He's actually got 2 goals in the Europa League this year. So Mark's still just plodding along. Look, I'm not playing him much in the league, but he's doing fine. Now, because of the way the draw works and because we finished in the top 8, we actually enter in at the round of 16. The draw for that is a little over a week away. We'll see who we get before we plan too far ahead with that, though. I suppose then we have to talk about the Premier League, where admittedly there's only been 3 games played since you were last here. Yeah, we beat Blackburn 4-2. We actually beat Huddersfield in the FA Cup 5-0, which was great. And after that, a draw against Tottenham. This was actually the game before the EFL Cup semi-final second leg. So we played them at home in this game, and it was a 3-3 draw. It was a ding-dong affair with both teams fighting back against one another. On balance, I think we probably deserved to win this game. And off the back of this game, I did actually play the full-strength team in that EFL Cup game that we lost. But twice in the last kind of few games, failing to beat Tottenham sucks. The only silver lining is the thing I opened up today's episode with. We demolished Liverpool 6-0. Jeremy Everard is just bloody good at football. 22 goals for the Frenchman. He has been absolutely top draw. Trying to minimise rotation in these league games. Pretty full strength team for this game here. And my plan really is to keep it full strength for today's 2 matches. We've got Chelsea, which is 4 days after the Liverpool game. And then just a few days later, we do take on Manchester United as well. I feel like normally the schedule eases up at this point. It's not really what's happening for us. We've played so many games this season. If you were wondering, by the way, about the tactic and kind of tinkerings and stuff, I've not really been changing all that much. I thought that we'd end up having to change more about the system than we have. It's actually largely unchanged from how we started the year. You'll note here that Big Deli's back in the team today, although he needs a rest. We're going to give him a rest. As a little reminder, both Big Deli, Ma, and Jung Jun Hwan were out on international duty for the past month. They've literally come back this week, so the fact we've done as well as we have without them, I actually think is quite good. Just looking at team performances on the whole, obviously, Everard running away with the goals. 24 to his name. Balaki, by the way, now able to play centre attacking mid, which we love. You can see his performances here, both at centre attacking mid and at striker. This season, he's actually been better at centre attacking mid, which is particularly pleasing. But obviously, when we've called him in as the striker, he has been pretty blooming good at goal scoring. And across the board, actually, if I just sort the team by appearances, perhaps unsurprisingly, Spike Brits has the most appearances, but across the board, the vast majority of our players are already into double-figure appearances for the season. Even kind of some of the super backup players I've been given some game time to, including Ferrantin Carr. Of course, once upon a time, a legend at Alaroba. So far, no goals in 3 Premier League appearances for us. He hasn't scored in the Europa League or FA Cup either. Admittedly, he's only played 6 games. It's probably a good job that he's only the 4th or maybe even 3rd choice striker. We've not had injuries in that part of the pitch. If we do, I don't know how much I trust Carr. In terms of assists, I'll be honest, Faye has slowed down a little bit. Mastalone continuing, though, to get loads of them. And across the board, actually, when you just look at the goal scoring, it has been reasonably well spread. There's plenty of players with 5+ goals. And in terms of assists, whilst there's a couple of standout players, even players like Milan, who's been on the bench a lot, and Sousa as well, have chipped in with plenty. Obviously, right now, when it comes to the Premier League table, we have this game in hand on Man City that if we win would see us go above them. We do have the superior goal difference. You can see here, Jeremy Everard, top goal scorer in the league by 6 goals, which is pretty massive. Mastalone, most assists. Faye has the 2nd most. Savio is in 3rd with only 9 assists to his name. Our goal scoring has been massive for us this year. Last year, I really kind of dreaded looking at the XG table. This year, the XG table looks quite good for us. Expected position is 1st. I suppose Chelsea have been the victims this year. They're down in 6th, but the XG table says they should be up in 2nd. Looking at the points totals, they're a little way behind us, but there is still 13 games left, so I can't view the likes of Chelsea, Tottenham, Arsenal, even Everton to an extent as teams not to fear. A few defeats and we could get pulled into a fight below us, but for now, we're just going to keep looking up at the title because that's what I really want to shoot for. And while speaking of games that we've got coming up, the first is here against Chelsea. Like I mentioned, Big Deli unavailable for today's game. He needs a rest after the Asian Cup, but the rest of the team is full strength for this one. We're going to get into this game here. Last time we took on Chelsea, it was an 11-goal thriller. I don't know if it can live up to that billing again today. Okay, Chelsea looking to play the ball out from the back. On a regular occurrence, it has to be said, we've been pretty good at pressing high up the pitch like this and winning the ball in a dangerous area. We win it here, and now it's Everard, Faye in behind. Oh my word, that was such a fun goal. The header by Everard was fun. I feel like with our 3 centre attacking mids and 1 striker, we've got a pretty good high press where we can just force teams to go long like this, get the interceptions, and then absolutely punish them. Everard. I don't know if he meant that header. I assume he did. It's a great finish by Faye. Right, having got our noses ahead in this game, we really want to keep ahead. I feel like on occasion this year we've given up our advantages too early. Viannette shoots. That's going to go over, isn't it? Yes. Okay, we're fine. Little moment of panic there, but resulting in a long shot. We'll let them have them all day. Oh my word, it's like the same highlight again. Imagine if I now let them have a long shot and it goes in. I'm going to be absolutely fuming. Viannette in a wide area, pulls it back to Manuzzi. He pulls it back. It's cleared off the line. And there was a long shot that went over, but for a moment I was panicking. Not exactly been a classic 25 minutes into this game. Chances few and far between. Chelsea yet to have a shot on target, despite having more of the ball than ourselves. Maybe they're going to look to change their fortunes here. O'Leary with the ball at the back for them. Lays it wide to Scalvini. Stepping out with the ball, plays it forward. We won the ball off a similar pass to that one for the goal that we scored already. On this occasion, though, Chelsea protecting the ball a little better. And now it's Smolcic. Giving away the ball, though, Hughes picks it up for us. Mastalone, the left-back, the star boy. He's been so good this year, bringing it forward. We're going to move it onto the right-hand side. Soa skips past his man, goes down in a heap. Their player's injured. A penalty's been given. It's absolute carnage. The man who gave away the penalty is on the floor in agony. VAR's going to check it. The physio's on the pitch. What is going on? Is the penalty going to count? It is. Castellanos injured in the tackle. That's a rarity to see in Football Manager. And now we look at Junjun Hwan, the man with a plan. Can he execute it? Bang. He hits the woodwork. He gets the rebound. The keeper must have touched it onto the post, otherwise he wouldn't be allowed to touch it again. It's going to count. Even the linesman's celebrating with the players. He missed the initial effort. Vincenzi tipped it onto the woodwork, but the rebound fell straight to him. That is a weird highlight I've not seen very much in Football Manager. What an odd sequence of events that whole goal was. 4 minutes of added time at the end of this first half. Castellanos, by the way, taken off injured after that tackle that gave away the penalty. Maybe it was just the amount of shame he was feeling for the miss. I mean, at the break, we're 2-0 up. The XG table kind of chart makes it look really good for us, doesn't it? But the thing to remember is we had a penalty, right? And the XG of that penalty equated to a lot. I can't actually tell you because the numbers are overlapping with each other. Unless, can I move the Chelsea one? Oh, okay, the XG on that chance was 1.22. So that is basically all the XG this half. Okay, into this second half we march. Of the two games today, I did think the Manchester United one was going to be the bigger test, but nevertheless, this is not a freebie by any means. So the fact we're doing as well as we are is pleasing to see. And elsewhere, I can see in the bottom left, Manchester United are 2-1 down against Tottenham. A chance for us to maybe punish them here and pull ahead. Everard scores. It's 3-0. That goal came from nowhere. It's his 25th of the year. Set piece not initially dealt with. Battling away at the byline, floated it back post, and Everard, who is almost 2 metres tall, he used all his height there to nod it in. I feel like this is the kind of performance champions put in. A bit like the Man City game last time out. We look legitimately good now. Like, I'm starting to get carried away. I suppose knowing that I've got Manchester United to take on in the very near future, I probably should be just using this as an opportunity to rest some legs, give the star players just a break, I suppose, as much as anything. We'll take off who was at the Asian Games, just to give him as much rest as possible. Ollison, I'm going to bring in. Sousa as well. Balaki up front. I mean, the depth that we have in the final third is honestly just way better than anything we had last year. Like, it's kind of crazy. We've gone from a team that I didn't really feel convinced had options on off the bench to a team where legitimately we have probably 2 players for every single position that I trust to bring on and win league games. Di Vincenzi looking to play it out from the back. I mentioned that press that we have with our players. We're going to look to engage that press right now as O'Leary lays it back to Scalvini. We are crowding out the middle of the pitch, although on this occasion they do work it nicely. It's Toldado bringing it forward and playing it to Ashby. Can he now get the ball into a dangerous area? Marinikovic pulls it to the edge. That is spanked in. There's still 25 minutes left, and I've not forgotten what happened last time we played this Chelsea team. We were, 5-2 up against them with 20 minutes left, and it finished 6-5 with us having to get a very late winner. This team can score goals. I'm starting to panic. You know what we're going to do? We're going to get rid of look for the overlap, get rid of run the ball at the defence. In transition, just distribute it out to the back. Slow the pace down. We don't need to rush play right now. And out of possession, this might seem counterintuitive. I'm actually going to tell our players to press harder here. We've just brought on a load of fresh legs in the final third. So these are players that have the stamina and condition to actually press and try and force some errors out of Chelsea. Want to limit their possession if we can. Jun Hwan with a free kick here. He's already scored 1 goal. Could he score here? He bends it. Forces a save out the goalie. I was starting to panic when Chelsea got that first goal back. We've weathered that storm. 20 minutes have passed and they've not created anything since. And instead, the clock is just ticking away and it is almost striking midnight. We are Cinderella. We have gone to the ball. We've danced on the dance floor. We've had a jolly good time and we could add 1 more goal. It's headed over, but that is going to be that, surely. A massive win. Man City were losing against Tottenham. Did that result stay that way? That's now what I'm wondering. Oh, sorry, it wasn't Man City. It was Man United, and they came back from behind and won 4-3. Oh, Tottenham actually bottled it as well. They were 3-2 up in the 88th minute, and they conceded 2 goals. Oh, it's tragic. I mean, with United winning there and our win, that does mean that this next game is first versus second. It is 3 days away, on my word. I've already got the players being rested up. I'll cancel this rest. They can rest some more. All you but lot. Go to the pool, take 5, enjoy some time with your family. Come back and win the next game, please. Oh, this is a bit annoying. Sean Nelson, who came through our youth intake last year, and I really like the look of, he's just got injured for 6 to 7 months. Disaster. Okay, last time we took on Manchester United, it was a 1-1 draw. We're heading to Old Trafford, where they've just got 1 massive win. They're going to be looking to make it a second. Have they even lost at home? They have lost at home to Man City. They're the only team to beat them. We spanked Man City. This should be simple. Right? It's not how football works. I was really hoping Man City might slip up against Arsenal. They were 4-0 up after 48 minutes. Arsenal mounted a late comeback, but it wasn't enough. So Man City do go back to the top of the table. Things are really spicing up. After this game today, only 11 games left. This is the kind of game, though, if we win it, go to the top of the table, United drop further behind us, I start to feel like there's a chance. Obviously, if we lose today, that is going to be a problem. What I will say, though, when you look at our remaining Premier League games, we've got Arsenal and Everton to play, but we've already played Liverpool twice, Tottenham twice, Man City twice, Chelsea twice. I think we might be favourites. Like, genuinely, I look through these remaining games and I'll flick through them. Leicester 16th, Brentford 18th, Hull 17th. Aston Villa. Not looking forward to that one. That's in a few game weeks' time. After that, Sheffield United in 19th, Wolves in 14th, Bournemouth in 15th, West Ham in 12th, 11th Crystal Palace. Obviously, Arsenal and Everton to end the season, not easy. I think we've only got 3 games against teams in the top half left this season, which I suppose means this game against Manchester United is all the more important. In terms of team news, I've got to bring Big Deli back in for this game. In terms of the rest of the team, it's the exact same team that just demolished, Chelsea. We rested up the players that we could halfway through that game. We rested up all the squad after that game. So we're pretty good fitness-wise for this game here. Obviously, Manchester United have only just played Tottenham themselves. So this is going to be 2 teams that might be a little worse for wear. I'm going to hope that that extra prep, the extra rest we could give our players is going to work out. They're still playing with Profundi up top. And I'll be honest, the draw against Manchester United is still living rent-free in my head. It was a game where we dominated it at St. James's Park, but they got that late equaliser and we just didn't have time to respond. Okay, into this game we march. At Old Trafford we are. And Manchester United are a good team in this universe. They're probably exceeding expectations a little bit. I think Man City are the main favourites to win the title, but ourselves and Manchester United are pushing them hard. Unfortunately for one of these 2 teams, someone is going to be slipping up, or maybe both of us are going to be slipping up here, as Carvalho deals with the ball and clears it, although that is a shocking clearance to Marco, who has the fullback on support, mops up the pieces, gives it back to Marco, inside to Hamilton. That was a risky pass. If we'd lost it there, we could have been in trouble. Instead, though, we remain in possession and we remain on the front foot here. Manchester United really being pressed back. Hughes with the ball should probably go back here to Hamilton. Our 2 centre-backs comfortable in possession, and we're seeing that on full display here. Hamilton, Faye, finding a little pocket of space, gives it wide to Marco. The right-back steps forward. He whips it goalwards. He just hit the post from a cross by accident. He might only have 7 crossing. It nearly worked out in our favour. I can't believe that nearly went in. I feel like in Football Manager, after you've played the game enough, you start to see kind of common highlights and patterns in play. Between the penalty with an injury that then had the rebound goals and that cross there that hit the post, I feel like I'm seeing stuff that I've not seen in thousands of hours of playing this game. It's been a bizarre game that could get even bizarrer. So of course the referee's flagged. Or rather, the referee's made a gesture. The linesman hasn't flagged. Is this going to count? VAR is being consulted. 25 minutes into this game, we do take the lead, and it's Soa, the England international, through the middle, getting a massive goal. The build-up play here was superb. That pass by Faye is, chef's kiss. What a ball that was. And to be fair, the finish wasn't too bad either. Faye's been a different beast this year. I feel like he was wasted out on the wings, trying him in different roles. We've moved him into the middle. And as a shadow striker, he's just been different gravy. Anyway, having scored that goal, nothing has happened. There's 2 minutes of added time at the end of this half. 90 seconds of that remain. A goal here for either teams could really change the team talks for both managers. Hughes, Big Deli, drifting wide. Mastalone, the left-back, who's been a bit quiet lately. Could he inspire something here? Skips past his man, oh my word. Floats it back post. Everard's there. He's a man-mountain of a bloke. He scored a header last game. He's got another here. Can we discuss Mastalone's run here? This little touch, just bosh. Turns on the afterburners, burns his man, floats it to the back post, and Everard is bloody huge. I saw the comment section suggesting he's a bit like a Zlatan Ibrahimovic. I think he's probably a bit quicker than Zlatan is. Obviously, Zlatan was big, but never known for his ability in the air. Great ability with the ball at his feet. 197 centimetres tall. This bloke's been a difference maker this year. Spoiler alert, if you sign one of the best strikers in world football for £53 million, it works out quite well for you. More news at 6. Okay, into this second half we march. What a statement of intent winning this game would be if we could win it by a few. Imagine the scenes. Faye, Everard, he's in behind. I think the shot was blocked on that occasion. I'm going to just keep praising the players here. We are looking so good right now. We have got a corner which Mastalone is going to whip in. United have been on the back foot for large spells, and Marco nearly scored a header. Look at the match momentum. Look at it. Drink it in. Admittedly, they've just had a spike of dominance, and now they're on the attack. So maybe I shouldn't drink it too much. Might get drunk on a momentum graph. Daniel for them. Damn Daniel. Cutting into the box. Brits makes another save. Can I praise the players some more? Every 10 minutes, I'm just going to shout praise at them. Why is there still a corner? Echeverry's over it. I don't like this. The rain is pouring here in the northwest. We've dealt with that initial ball. Just end the highlight, Football Manager. Just end the highlight. This is the kind of game that I feel like we deserve to win, and in a weird way, I feel like we have a divine right to win, especially after Manchester United did one over on us last time. I will say, Soa, Big Delhi, both on bookings. Don't like that. Let's bring in Sanchez, who is a very capable defensive midfielder, on for Big Delhi. And elsewhere, Sousa, I bigged up his recent form. Going to bring him on to play through the middle for Sauer. An hour played here. We've limited their opportunities, which is great. And going forward, we've been superb. It's a sea of green ratings from most of their 11 here. They've been on the pitch for the entirety of the game. I did wonder if Manchester United might go on the front foot and really start to attack here. There's 12 minutes left. They are running out of time to do just that. I feel like now it's a case of just let's see out the game. Everard's picked up a knock. Balaki on you come. Faye's looking a little worse for wear. Ollison on. And you know what? Vial on. Changing 5 members of the team. All 4 of kind of the front 4 subbed out. And I think that's just a testament to the depth that we have. Fresh legs. They're going on the attack late on. Kind of. They've gone to a 3 at the back. You know what? I'm not going to question it. Manchester United have tried to change this game. They have not changed it. 2 shots on target all game. They might be able to get a late consolation, but with 90 seconds left, surely it would just be that. The shot goes wide. We're going to be fine. We might be about to get a clean sheet at Old Trafford. And what a statement result this is, my friends. Could we be the real deal? When you look at the remaining games left, surely we are favourites now for the Premier League crown. Look at that table. A point ahead of Man City. They beat Arsenal. Not enough, though, with this result here to remain ahead of us. Looking at their upcoming games, we play them in the FA Cup. I'm not going to worry about that. Admittedly, looking at their remaining games, they've not got too many difficult ones either. But United to play, Liverpool to play, Chelsea to play. Some of these teams that I've called rivals for a long time, I think we're going to be wishing to win in the next couple of weeks. Everard's out for 1 to 2 days. We can deal with that. Sousa out for a few weeks is slightly less ideal, but I think we're going to be okay. Everard's 1 goal away from a goal bonus. That's fine. Faye's 1 assist away from an assist bonus. I mean, look, it's not my money paying the bonuses. If it was, I'd probably be a little bit more concerned given the club's current balance. I'll tell you what a crazy couple of games today. They were must-win games. We won them both fairly convincingly. Next time out, we're going to be in March, which does mean our youth intake is probably going to happen. There is an A striker, so you can leave a prediction down below as to will they actually be any good. I feel like these grades are always just a lie. Let me know what you think down below. Besides all that, though, we are ending the week top of the Premier League. We've been in some great form so far this year. We're going to look to keep this momentum going. Obviously, we are still in the FA Cup and the Europa League. I do kind of want to win them both at this point. I know I've said for a long time, it's all about the league. I'm getting greedy. I will admit it. Anyway, gang, we are going to leave things there for today. I hope you guys have a lovely, lovely rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy it by being disciplined, like Neil Warnock said. Come back Monday for more. There's a title to win. We have a chance. It's me, Jack. I'll see you next week. I'm out.